Hi everyone, today I want to share with you Omar's incredible journey from faith to freedom. Omar grew up in a devout Muslim family, where the teachings of the Quran shaped his world completely. He was taught that Islam was the ultimate truth, reinforced by his parents, teachers, and the imam at the mosque. To Omar, the Quran was perfect and unchanging, but life has a way of challenging even the firmest beliefs. One evening, while scrolling through his phone, Omar stumbled upon a video that posed questions he had never dared to consider. Questions like, was Muhammad truly a moral example? Could the Quran contain contradictions? These questions hit him hard, shaking the very foundation of his faith. At first, Omar dismissed the video as nonsense, but the questions lingered. They gnawed at the edges of his mind, leading him to silently contemplate the possibility of flaws in the teachings he held dear. This marked the beginning of his journey, a journey that started with thinking. As weeks turned into months, thinking evolved into doubt. Omar sought answers through Islamic apologetics and critics' writings. He read about the so-called scientific miracles of the Quran, only to find contradictions and misinterpretations. Why did the Quran describe the sky as a canopy held up by pillars? Why did it reference sperm originating from between the backbone and ribs? These were details he had never questioned before. He began scrutinizing Muhammad's life. Stories that once seemed virtuous now filled him with discomfort. Muhammad marrying a 6-year-old Aisha, tales of captives and distributing women as spoils of war painted a complex picture. The doubts grew louder, clashing with the fear of hellfire and eternal punishment. What if he was wrong? What if these doubts led to damnation? Omar realized that much of what he had been taught was not divine truth, but a product of history and culture. He felt betrayed. How could his parents, teachers, and community be so blind? The inconsistencies and moral issues in the Quran were glaring, verses permitting child marriage, sanctioning slavery, and calling for violence against disbelievers. For months, Omar wrestled with anger and disillusionment. He felt like a man lost in a storm, unsure where to find shelter. Still, he wasn't ready to abandon everything. He clung to the belief that Islam might still hold some truth, exploring Quranism and rejecting the Hadiths. But even this brought no solace. The Quran alone contained commands specific to 7th century Arabia. What kind of eternal guidance permits slavery and orders believers to fight non-Muslims until they submit? Eventually, he embraced deism, finding some comfort in the belief of a creator unconnected to religion. But even this seemed unnecessary over time. Science explained the natural world better than scripture ever could. Finally, Omar reached atheism. Accepting this was bittersweet. The idea of annihilation after death was both terrifying and freeing. There's no heaven, no hell, no divine judgment. This life is all he had. But as time passed, he began to rebuild. He found comfort in the small, everyday joys of life, the laughter of friends, the beauty of a sunset, the satisfaction of learning. He realized that morality didn't need religion. Kindness, empathy, and justice were human traits, not divine decrees. Years later, Omar sat under the stars, reflecting on his journey. The anger had faded, replaced by a quiet peace. He no longer feared death or divine retribution. He had found freedom, not in submission to a god, but in embracing his humanity. Omar's story is one of courage, pain, and transformation. It's a reminder that the pursuit of truth can be a lonely and difficult road, but for those who walk it, the destination is worth it. Thanks for watching, and remember to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking stories. See you next time.